speak, read and write English with confidence and ease. It is a very effective method. This method of learning is simple yet powerful. You can improve your spoken English skills definitely. Here is an example for you. Lesson 5. Read the story again, because repetition is the key. Name of the story: Failure is the Pillar of Success. A young man was searching for a job very desperately. He was well educated and confident. He started to hunt for his job like anything. Wherever he went, everywhere he got rejections. This continued for a couple of weeks. Lastly, when he met such failures, he became highly disappointed and decided to end his life when it was useless for his family as well as himself. In great depression, he went near a deserted well. As he was about to jump, he saw a baby squirrel. The baby squirrel was stuck inside the well. The young man wanted to help it, but there were no options. He stood there for some time and started watching what would happen. He observed that the baby squirrel was trying hard to get up from the well. Every time it tried to move up, he got slipped down. This happened several times, but the most interesting thing was that the baby squirrel did not give up. After several attempts, finally it succeeded and came out of that well. The young man stood there awestruck. The young man thought that being a little animal, it did not give up till it succeeded, then why should he? He went back, quitting the idea of dying. From that day onwards, he went in search of his job with a very positive attitude. Finally, after several months of struggle and trials, he really got a very good job in a very big company. That day he felt that failure is indeed the pillar of success. Here is point of view story. It was long since Robert Bruce had been the King of Scotland. He was a very good ruler and a brave warrior. He loved freedom. Scotland was then under the domination of England. Robert Bruce wanted to get freedom of his country and he fought against the English. He met the English soldiers in 6 battles, one by one. But he was defeated each time. At last he lost heart and gave up the hope of success. Robert Bruce was dethroned. His enemies were trying to capture him. He became a fugitive. He roamed about in search of a shelter. He was moving in hills and forests. At last he took shelter inside a cave. One day the king was lying. He thought and thought over his misfortune. At that very moment, he found a spider trying to reach the ceiling. His attention was drawn to the repeated efforts of the spider. It was trying hard again and again. The spider would crawl up a few inches and would drop on its silken thread. But it did not give its attempts. It tried again and again, and finally on the 7th time it became successful. The sight of the spider encouraged the king. He thought that the spider was not disheartened in spite of repeated failure. But it went on trying again and again. It raised a new hope in the king. He came out of the cave and started gathering new soldiers. Inspired by the attempts of the spider, King Bruce decided to attack the enemies again. And finally he could regain his kingdom. This famous story reminds us that failure is the pillar of success. Subscribe this channel please for more such videos, and touch the bell icon. End of this part. You can follow the videos in my YouTube channel. Details will be updated in comments part from time to time. I am looking for your valuable comments in comment section of YouTube.